Press Pause Games Weekly, and this is going to be debate, and it's an interesting debate. Travis, our guest here.
Hello.
He came all the way from Texas, and what's the topic you came to us about? Your favorite?
Yes, the PC Gamer brought the topic of do you need the new Xbox, which I don't even know the name of.
Xbox One X. It used to be Scorpio.
Codename Scorpio. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Xbox One X.
They announced it at E3. It's now called the Xbox One X. It is the fastest, most powerful console
As it should be, because it's the next console being released.
ever made.
That should always be the tagline of the next console that comes out, because every console should be better.
This is the premium version of an Xbox One. It's kind of bizarre. I thought when they announced the Xbox Scorpio, it was going to be the new generation of their system. It's kind of like the PS4 Pro. It's way more powerful than
it's
the
better
PS4
than the PS4 Pro.
It plays Xbox One games, but they have to be patched
Yeah.
for 4K or better looking. So that, to me, if you're not making specific games for an Xbox One X and you have to make it for this older specs and then it scales up.
Yeah, you always go down to the lowest common denominator, and that's what always sucks.
That's what I feel
So
like. It's
always
not
holds everything
going to be
behind.
true next gen, even though it's up-resing all
Sure.
these games to 4K, and it does do that. Games will allow patches for older games, so like Gears of War 4 will have a texture pack.
Yeah, only studios that can afford to do that will do that. Only
Right.
studios that's Microsoft says you
The
need to do
bigger
this.
ones, COD, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels like Xbox 1.5.
The PS Pro was 1.2.
So it's like just the pro version of this console. However, it is very powerful. Engadget tried to do, if you had $500 and you tried to build this PC as a PC gamer,
Probably couldn't.
you can't, not for this price. You can't build something that will do 4K and then 60 FPS and like has the amount of RAM in the system and the video card.
If I'm remembering teraflop wise, that's like 2 or 3 graphics cards back now, but even then those are still $400. So there's half your
You
cost.
literally can't do it. They've tried to do it, and they're like, Microsoft probably is going to lose money at the initial launch of this.
Microsoft always is like
Sony's 4K
is not 4K.
is not true 4K. It's checker boxing where it upscales like multiple times. But this is like true, supposedly.
Yeah, it's actually running at 4K resolutions.
Actually-
where Sony doesn't run at 4K resolutions. It runs about half that. It runs at 2K and then super samples up.
Super samples up, exactly. If you look at the value of that, then you have a $500 PS4 Pro.
Sure, I mean, if you're a guy sitting at home with a 4K TV and you have to decide which one to buy, go for the Xbox.
But I disagree. This is the interesting thing. So while the Xbox One, at 500 and 500, you would think go for the Xbox. It's the more powerful system. But the thing of it is like, to me, Xbox has no exclusives, and that's still the problem. And that was
What
the
games?
problem.
Yeah.
What games?
Very few. What are you going to play? Halo?
They don't even announce a new Halo.
Yeah.
The only thing they announced at E3 was Crackdown. So Sony...
Which they re-announced Crackdown. It's been in the works for 4 years now.
Yeah. So the only thing with Xbox, they showed a lot of games that were already on PC. One of the coolest ones they announced, and if you don't have a PC, you're going to be excited about this, is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Is a huge... Yeah, it's a big get on Twitch. It's like the #1 game right now.
Still is,
like,
yep.
Yeah, console people don't get to play that. Originally, it was going to be on all the platforms, but now it's exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, going into the conference, people that I was listening to said that it was going to be they assumed there was a betting war behind the scenes between Sony and Microsoft to which one was going to get it exclusively, and it seems to make more sense to go to Microsoft anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of like more shootery, and like again, if they have the more
Applies to
powerful
their
system,
audience,
that game is a beast. Even like on
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Like even on like a 1080, it's not optimized yet,
Yeah,
so it's like
still being built.
So it's like, yeah, even like on a 1080 or like a 980, it doesn't run great. Like
I think that's the game, not the system requirements, but still.
I agree, yeah, sure, but I'm just saying, so like if they're not going to launch when it's like launched, then it might be in the same boat, so they probably want the
Also,
thing that's
Xbox has an actual early access program, right? I don't have an Xbox, I don't know. They have like an actual beta program where
I don't know. That's a good question.
we don't turn on our Xbox nearly enough to know, guys. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have like an early access program on Xbox, and they don't on PS4. They kind of release just games broken, but they're not like in betas.
Right, but so all these games, like so, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and then Sony's conference was just like God of War, Spider-Man, like all these like amazing AAA games, and they have just the software. So like you still want to get a PlayStation.
Sure, for the games.
Who cares if the graphics are slightly better, or are even
Way
significantly better on
not
the
gonna be playing anything?
Xbox?
If there's nothing to play.
There's nothing to play.
Still got all the third-party games.
Single player
Playing your
exclusives.
Madden, your Call of Duties, you're good to go.
Then you might want to
And
go
you have a 4K
Xbox
TV.
One X, and you have a 4K TV.
We're narrowing down this box to really find out
And
amount
to
of
be-
I
people.
want my football games to be just clear as day, just so I can see the sweat dripping off the quarterback.
If that's all you played for a year, you probably do.
Yeah. No, there are casual gamers, and these are like, this obviously a game show that talks specifically about video games. It's
So
not,
if they're I don't think any casuals are Googling in right now.
right, or watching is my point, but like those people are the majority of console gamers.
Sure.
You think like hardcore people, like that's a big market. Like
The base.
It's the base, and those people buy like maybe 2 to 3 games
Yeah,
a
they buy
year.
5 games a year, and
And it's like going to be Call of Duty, Madden, FIFA. Those people, it might make sense just to buy an Xbox One X.
I think that same game that falls in that category would be that new Spider-Man game. People are seeing new Spider-Man stuff and say, "Oh, I want to get that," and they can't get that on their
Right,
Xbox.
I think that is a seller, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
That's a
It's like,
that's a very casual looking game that people would want to get, and you can't get that on Xbox. That's
you
gonna
can't,
be
yeah,
an
and
issue.
that's what I'm still saying is like I think Sony still has the game Scorpio a long time ago just to be like, hey, we have the fucking most powerful thing. This doesn't seem like they care that much.
I mean, Microsoft's never had them. Microsoft's still new to this. This is only their third console. Where
it used to be like all about the exclusives and trying to get that.
when
Like,
when they were desperate, they had to buy them.
they don't even have COD anymore. It's so crazy to me. Like
yeah.
COD used to be known
Those commercials.
about Xbox.
Yeah.
Like at the map packs and everything, and now COD's a PS4 thing. All these players.
Where the players went.
Yeah, went to PS4, which is nuts to me. Is the hype of this powerful system, Xbox One X, going to be enough to like bring people back to it? Just that it's like the most powerful?
They better hope so, because unless you have a 4K, it's not worth upgrading your Xbox for. So the normal people who already have an Xbox One, most of them aren't going to upgrade. So you got to hope you're grabbing either new people in or you're trying to steal somebody for PS4. Those are your only options, because that doesn't, at least for me, if I had an Xbox One.
Yeah, and you see, like, you're a weird one, Travis, because yes,
it's
period.
I'm an extreme enthusiast.
Yeah, extreme enthusiast. But like, so imagine someone that's not a crazy enthusiast and they have $500 like as a PC player, and they're like, I just want a game. I can't even build this.
Sure.
PC. I would love to play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds like as high resolution again and run good
In a year.
in a year. Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
If you want to play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds right now, got to buy a PC.
No, exactly. So like, would you buy an Xbox?
If I was looking for a console, the number geek in me wants to say Xbox, but then you gotta look at the games. And at the beginning of this generation, I chose between one of the two. I didn't have a console till Destiny came out, and Destiny came out, and I decided I had to decide between an Xbox One and a PS4.
And the reason why everyone picked PS4 because it had all the exclusives.
And I went, I went where my friends are, and you guys all went where the games were. So
Yeah.
when it was time to get a console, I had a choice. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for the $400 Destiny bundle or whatever it was.
And even this year, Destiny 2 has exclusive strike, exclusive weapons, exclusive exotic, exclusive gear, all on PlayStation.
We're not biased at all.
Yeah.
PC Master Race,
Yeah.
but we're not biased.
Microsoft, I feel like they needed something, and I don't think they got
They're not big-
anything
yeah,
that
if you
was
don't like, if you don't like Gears, you don't like Forza.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? What about you? You're fresh new in the game. Are you gonna get an Xbox One?
Fresh new in the game. I've been gaming.
Fresh
But you're back.
Fresh
You're
back.
back.
You missed the 360 era.
No, I never liked the Xbox. I never liked the controller.
Oh, I love that controller.
I've been a Sony fanboy forever.
You don't even like Halo, right? You missed
No,
the whole
Halo was not great. I liked Call
I
of
agree.
Duty more than Halo. I mean, I wasn't like a huge
You're
FPS
not a
fan.
COD head.
No, it's not a bad game. It's
I think
not
none of them
my
are bad
personal
games.
favorite.
It's just if you don't like first-person shooters, it's not gonna be your cup of
I played
tea.
like 4 and that's it. And I'm good.
I
Yeah.
would just get pissed off when people like jumping like crazy in Halo and you shoot their shield like
Oh,
20
you're just mad
million
because you're bad at
times.
games. Okay, I understand. You don't like Halo because you suck.
You should play me in RTS.
Oh, let's might have to do this. Do it
Command
live
and
on
Conquer, I'll do
Twitch.
it.
Here we go. It's announced. Travis versus
I
David.
bet I could beat you in
It's gonna
Command
be
and Conquer, and I never played.
StarCraft 2.
What RTSs were you playing?
StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3 I could beat you in. StarCraft I never played.
I was top of the ladder, Warcraft
Stay
3.
tuned for that amazing,
Yeah, that's gonna be a thrilling,
amazing battle.
thrilling
That
Twitch
two
stream.
people will turn into.
What, you mean RTS is at the top of the Twitch streams right
Oh,
now?
man. So back to Xbox. Is there anything that you guys can think that would turn you into that to buy an Xbox?
I'm a PC gamer at heart anyway, so I only turn on the PS4 when one of you guys makes me anyway. So if
So
you,
there's like
Unless-
nothing.
you
you're
guys all
saying.
have to jump ship.
We would have. Your friends would have to jump ship. to an
I like
Xbox
Forza.
One. Yeah. What if Dragon Age like exclusive to Xbox One X?
No.
No. There's no single Witcher. Witcher.
No game is worth $500 system that I'm never gonna touch again.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. $500 video card. Yes. Yeah.
If I were to play The Last of Us and it was only for Xbox, I'd that's gonna bring me towards that. You know?
Yeah. No, for me, I'm in the same boat. And
More marquees.
this is kind of what went all the way to the beginning of this whole topic is there was not one game where I was like, I felt I had to buy an Xbox. That's the problem for me. I'm not very console specific or like fanboyish. Like
You're agnostic.
I pretty much agnostic console gamer or whatever. Like the Switch, like Zelda looks so amazing to me. Travis hates Zelda, but
I rolled my eyes.
I bought the Switch because I wanted to play that Zelda
Sure.
game. And if there's a game on Xbox, like if they had anything like I would want to play, like the reason why I bought an Xbox One is like I really liked Remedy. I wanted to play Quantum Break. I wanted to play the new Gears, and I wanted to play those games, so I got an Xbox One. I barely touched my Xbox One
Yeah,
because
it's covered in dust.
It's covered in dust because they don't have many exclusives. That thing.
Yeah, well, it was a nightmare to actually buy Horizon on that because I had to figure out how the Windows Store
Horizon?
interact. Yeah,
Really?
Well, I had to figure out how to.
Oh, Forza Horizon, not
Forza.
the. not the other
Horizon
Horizon.
Zero Dawn.
No, Forza Horizon. It was a pain to figure out how to get in. Where's my Windows Store? What is this? How are these credit cards tied? It was
Yeah.
a whole other nut because that shows you how little I use that. You
Oh
know?
yeah, no, and Quantum Break, they're supposed to give you if you bought it on Xbox, you got it on
Yeah.
PC, and the PC one was just a fucking disaster.
Like Halo Wars 2 seems interesting to me on PC, but not enough for me to buy it.
Right.
Where it's like,
No, but I do think that it's interesting. The big announcement was Minecraft. You can now play it with Switch users. You can play it with PC users. You can play it on
not Sony,
everything,
but not Sony users, right?
but not Sony users. And the same thing.
Nothing
with,
like getting those announcements for 7-year-old games.
the same thing with
If
Rocket.
you're still playing Minecraft in 2017, you can play with your friends now.
Same thing with Rocket League. You can play against all three except for Sony. Sony doesn't like to do crossplay where you play with other systems.
Yeah, it says
but,
it says opens them up to some vulnerability. Yeah.
No, they just
assholes.
do it. No, they do it because they don't get anything from it.
It's a very
just like
Japanese country.
they want to keep things exclusive, so you go to their system for the exclusive. But crossplay is good for consumers. It's not good from a business standpoint for Sony.
Fills up your servers.
But it fills up your servers. You have more people to play. So if Minecraft numbers are dwindling, if you add everyone together and they're not split up on different servers, you have more people. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
And plus, if your friend is on an Xbox and you're on a Switch, which is the weirdest combination of friends, but you can still play each other.
Well,
you know?
also, if you're playing Minecraft, you're a 13-year-old boy nowadays. Like, Minecraft isn't played by adults
A
anymore.
lot of
Probably like
people
11.
play Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is literally a kid's game, which is fine, but that crossplay makes a little bit more sense.
I
where
never liked it, but I do know adults that still play it.
Still?
But it is definitely, I think,
It's a younger.
It can be therapeutic.
everyone's pretty lukewarm on the
Get it
Xbox
if you're
One X.
get it if you're desperate, I guess.
Get some more games.
I mean,
dude.
if you love Xbox, that's your console of choice already. You're already denying it's losing, and then like you're like, I don't care. I hate Sony. I'm still staying on this. If you this gen were still Xbox, you're probably casual. Sony used to be great with indies, and I feel less and less indies are going to Sony now. I think that's like one of their big bread and butter things is like all these indie games would show up on PSN. But I think publishers like Devolver are taking these people, and instead of just being like, we're gonna put you on PSN like as an independent game, they're just like, no, now you're a Devolver game. We're just through PC, and we'll find you a niche market there.
Gotcha.
I think that they're getting bought by like better publishers like on the PC side.
Publishers are becoming indie game houses.
Right,
As
yeah.
opposed to them being actual
Adult
indie.
Swim and these type of things, like they're finding markets that they wouldn't have before. I think PC gaming is now becoming more accessible. I think like on some things, like more people are doing PC gaming now.
Renaissance is it's been in a renaissance for like 10 years, but yeah.
But now
the
it's
Renaissance is
becoming
back.
the casuals, you know, like there's no casual
Dirty
people.
casuals.
Thank you so much for coming and being a guest again, Travis.
Get games,
Get games
and I'll buy an Xbox.
and buy an Xbox. All right, Travis. Anything else?
Nah.
Get good.
Get good.
Get good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and being a guest again, Travis.
Most requested guest. I
Yeah,
understand.
ever. That was in the comments.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be
And
back.
it was
yeah.
your mom, surprisingly. Yeah.
Start that social media campaign. I'll be back. Don't worry,
Yeah,
guys.
there you go. Yeah, and it's just gonna be Travis's last stand. A spin-off show.
I think that name's already
All
taken.
about politics.
I think that name's already taken.
Texas politics. But anyway, like and subscribe. Please follow us on Twitter, Reddit, whatever you have. We have
Yelp.
Facebook.
Give us a Yelp review. Foursquare.
Yelp. Yeah,
Look
say-
at our website. Listen to the podcast.
Friendster.
For those
The
of you
pad
that
thai
are
was great.
driving.
On Yelp. And then also we have a Patreon. If you want to give us money, we can buy better stuff.
You can fly me down more often.
We can get more Travis's.
Or
on here.
Travis. Yeah, he's expensive.
I'm expensive.
This
You guys
is
don't know what my
costly.
hourly rate is.
All right, thanks for watching.